I think these next 2 months could be your best time to find more properties that are listed with fewer buyers. Hey, my name is Darson Grantham. I am a realtor and investor here in Des Moines, Iowa. And in this video, I'm going to go over the Des Moines, and I would say probably nationwide, summer housing slump, if you could call it that, and how you can take advantage of the summer change. So the reason I'm doing this video is because I have been watching the market, watching data points, and there seems to be a slowdown. Now, there's not a dip, there's not a downward trend. It's just a flatline slowdown, a slump, if you will. And every summer has it. In real estate, you have the high spring market, and you kind of have a slump during the summer, maybe a little dip in the fall after all the kids go to school and vacations are over. And then in Iowa, you also have another dip in the winter. And so I'm going to kind of go through what that looks like here, some ways that you can take advantage of it. And people that might want to take advantage of it are people that just don't want to be in a competitive bidding war, and those that are looking for just a better value, a better deal. I'm not going to say that you're going to get something really good. You're not stealing it like you could 10 years ago, but you're getting a better deal than you would have if you would have bought in March of this year. A couple of the reasons why I think that's going to be, or why that is it seems like half of the United States is on a vacation right now, right? You're either on a vacation, you're visiting family, you're going to a reunion. I don't see the number of people going and looking at houses on that Thursday, Friday, Saturday when they're listed and going to put, many, many offers in. It's anecdotal, and I'll get into the stats, but you can feel it. Even in the realtor forums that I'm on Facebook, there just isn't as much buzz around, oh my gosh, I can't get an offer accepted, blah, blah, blah. Like it's slowing down. So why I'm calling this initially the summer slump, and I'm going to get into a couple slides of why and what this looks like. And before I move on, I just want to give complete credit and daps and complete credit to Les Solgrove at Simply Des Moines Real Estate. He has been tracking data for many, many years and is incredibly good at this data tracking process, if you will. Actually put a fair amount of resources and time into trying to do something like this, and have just decided, you know what, Les does such a good job at it, and he provides his charts for us to review and to look at and study off of. I'm just going to give him credit and use them for folks like yourself to kind of learn the market. So if you ever want to really dig into data, his website's a fantastic place to go. And here's the data of why I'm seeing this summer slump. Not why I'm seeing it, but some data behind of why I'm saying this feels like a summer slump. So this slide is all properties priced at sale pending. So what this is the average price of all the properties when they go pending. And you can see that there is this red line is 2021. You can see there is kind of an uptick for the spring, a flatten out early summer, and then kind of a tick up midsummer, and then we're flattening out again. Here's another set of data. So this is the next chart I want to go through, which is a single family homes for resale. And the blue line is the number of houses at resale in 2020. And then the green line is resale at 2021. So as the green line goes up, you're having more houses that are sitting on the market. So more inventory is available. So that's another sign, when there is more inventory, it means houses are getting sold less fast. And then this one is kind of a very similar inventory question or inventory chart, and it's all properties and months of inventory. So we're looking at just over 1 month of inventory when you take all the properties combined. And you can see we're just getting real close to that blue line. And that blue line was 2020. And 2020 was an incredible. So the higher the blue line, the more months of inventory, the more inventory that's on the market. So as you can see in the red line, we had an incredibly low amount of inventory, just unheard of. And that was 2021. 2022, there was low inventory, but not compared to 2021. So we'll see if we can if that trend keeps upward ticking and we actually have a little bit more inventory than we had during 2020. And then last, which to me is the most significant, and this is all properties, and this is the 30-day average pendings. So in a 30-day average, how many are pending? And to me, this tells how many properties are going under contract. And as you can see, the red line peaked really high in spring, higher than, this was COVID for the 2020. So we know why that was low, but 2021, really high in spring. And it's really, this is month 3 that we're kind of on a downward tick for 2021. And we've already gotten below 2020, which doesn't surprise me that we're below 2020 because they have to make up, that 2020 has to make up this, typically will make up this ground of the COVID timeframe. But we're going to see if it levels off and hits that blue line and they end the year together, or if it continues to drop down. I don't think it'll continue to drop down, but I'm here to show the data and show why I'm thinking the way I am, why I'm making this video of a summer slump. So we went over why I believe in the data that I'm seeing of why this is a summer slump. Now let's get into what you can do to take advantage of a summer slump. One, you need to be out there looking at properties. You need to have your realtor out there looking at properties. You guys need to be available. You need to be pre-approved. Getting pre-approved in this market, still incredibly important. I'm not saying that this is a dip that you can steal properties, but if you think about it, think about this. There are fewer buyers, and the people that have already listed their properties that were kind of on the edge probably already listed in March and April. So there's not new listings that are coming on the market, not that many more listings, right? But you have the same amount of listings, but then you have a lower number of buyers. And the fall is going to pick up, and the number of listings is probably going to stay the same because those people, they're not taking vacation like that. They're not listing because of vacations. Buyers are not buying because of vacations, but listings, it's usually not the case that you're going to wait to list your house until you go on vacation, right? Sometimes you list it while you're on vacation. So you have the same number of listings, and then we're going to hit winter, and then people will stop with the listings. That's just how it will be a slowdown for winter, probably the December, November kind of holiday time frame. You're going to slow down with listings. At the same time, your buyers are going to slow down, right? So there's could be another buying opportunity there. But that window of July, August, September, October could be a window to get to purchase some properties where there is still listings, but there's lower buyers. Because once we hit winter, there's going to be low listings and low buyers. Some other data points that I found is in June, I was helping buyers put offers on properties, and we were able to put 10 properties under contract for July, and none of them were over asking price. So think about that. That's way different than this spring when I listed 5 properties in April, and they all went over asking. 4 of the 5 went over asking. So think about that. There is a time to put offers over asking, and there's times when you don't need to. You need to be working with a realtor who understands that difference. That's very important. And you need to know what you want in a property in order to make that offer competitive, right? So what do you like about a property? Is it one that comes on every week? Does that type of property come on every week? Or is it once in a lifetime property, right? Don't let the emotions get involved, but at least understand, have an emotional check to feel where you're at with that. So my recap on this video is, if you're looking to buy a property and hold for the next 5 years, I think these next 2 months could be your best time to find more properties that are listed with fewer buyers than you're going to in probably the next 5 years. Now, that's obviously a lot of guessing. You're banking on what the general economy does on that guess, but I think it's a slowdown. It's different than it was in spring market. So if you're wanting to not beat down the doors against other people, you need to get out and consider making some offers.